What's there to be happy about? Job's not finished. Job finished. Job's not finished. Hello and welcome back to the Morning Jackpot presented by SoBet. Great to see everyone. Great to see everyone tuning in here, coming in. We got ourselves a show today. We have 76ers versus Knicks, game 6 in Philly at like 9:30, way past my bedtime. But you're going to have something to bet on past your bedtime tonight. I'll tell you that much. So you better stay tuned. We got a Philadelphia 76ers fan coming in to appreciate the greatness of Joel Embiid and truly prove to all of you why Philly will win this game 6. But of course, what happened last night? Well, we ended the Miami Heat season and they are off to Cancun. Tyler Hero in his Waldo uniform, and he's walking to the streets, not to Miami. They might take a trip to Miami, stop in Miami real quick. I think it's on the way. So you just stop in Miami and then you head yourself to Cancun. But anyways, this show is sponsored by SoBet. So before we get into all the action, I do want to quickly give a shout out to SoBet.io. Now, betting on the NBA is a very difficult thing. Last night, on the other hand, I 3-0 sweep. It was a great night because the Celtics won by 40. So that's always how you start your night. If the Celtics win by 40, you know it was a good night, unless you took Jason Tatum's over because he probably didn't play as much. But my goodness, that minus 14 was a lock from the start, from the first quarter, thanks to Derek White, who is, in my opinion, a top 25 player in the game of basketball right now. I'd take him over Jalen Brunson. But anyways, betting on the NBA is not easy. Are you tired of throwing away your hard-earned cash? Because I am. The amateur better hour, sorry, not the amateur better hour. The amateur better just doesn't understand. You're giving Vegas the win every week by picking random teams and relying on luck every single day. A roster of 50 vetted experts post their plays exclusively on SoBet.io's unique feed. I'm going to give you guys some of the examples here. You got Parlay Poppy. He is a vetted expert on SoBet. If you tailed Parlay Poppy, he was up over 110 units in the month of March. What about Hobby Capper? Expert on SoBet. 17-6 to start the MLB season. And you can't forget about Gutsy Picks Cash. Up over 100 units in the last 2 MLB seasons. Whether you're blindly tailing your favorite pros or just cherry picking bets, SoBet's feed has something to offer you. We can't wait to share our strategies with you on SoBet. So sign up today. Use code JACKPOT. We'll put in the link in the description, and we're off for the races here. The Morning Jackpot. My name is Jack Cody, and we are here to cover all things NBA, maybe a little NHL. I don't know. I mean, the Bruins lost a couple nights ago. It was kind of demoralizing, but I'm here to mainly talk NBA. And as a matter of fact, we did have 2 games last night. I think most people that are tuning in right now are probably here to listen to what I have to say about the Celtics versus Heat game, which I'll just start by saying Kristaps Porzingis is he's a very important piece to this team. When I look at the 2024 Boston Celtics roster, and more importantly, the starting lineup, it's the greatest starting lineup in the history of the NBA if they have Kristaps Porzingis in the lineup. Without Kristaps, they're the best roster. They're the best lineup. They're the best starting 5 in today's game, in the 2024 season. So if I'm a Celtics fan, which I am, don't be worried. Don't be worried that Kristaps is hurt. It is an obstacle. But when I say life is Jason Tatum, when Jason Tatum is life, there are obstacles, there are ups and downs. And in this obstacle that we have to go through, yippee, we're without Kristaps Porzingis, and we got to play the Orlando Magic or Cleveland Cavaliers. And then we got to play a beat up New York Knicks or a Philadelphia 76ers with God knows how healthy Joel Embiid would be by that point, or an Indiana Pacers. Bring me whoever the hell you want me to bring, and I'm taking any of them to 4 games, maybe a gentleman's sweep. That's what we did with Miami. But without further ado, we had another game last night that had some stake to it, had some bets to it. Nathan just is over. He can't hit a bet right now. He truly cannot hit a bet right now. So we're gonna have him on the show today, but at the same time, just make sure anything that he says, you take it with a grain of salt. No, I'm only kidding. Nathan's the expert of the hour, and without further ado, Nathan, how you doing, buddy?
Man, this post-loss clarity is just hitting me so hard right now, bro. I mean, I'm kind of I don't even know. I mean, ask me how I'm doing. I don't know. I really do not know.
Y'all are cooked. Y'all are down 3-2, and the Clippers season is over. That's
So look, look. Before the series started, I said very clearly, I said Clippers in 7. This is part of the script. We are going along with the script right now, and it makes sense. You know, I'm not ducking smoke. This is. We won Game 4. We're gonna win Game 6. We know how to win on the road, and then it's gonna come down to Game 7. So you know what? I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. You see this face? I'm not worried.
bro.
Man,
Y'all lost by 40, and you're saying it's ducking. It's following along with the script.
I'll see y'all in Game 6.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. We'll see you in Game 6 when Luka Doncic ends your season. It's another failed season for the Los Angeles Clippers. What is new? I really hope there are not reoccurring trends in the 2024 NBA playoffs later, because that would be Celtics losing.
It's 1st to 4, not 1st to 3. You didn't win this. You ain't won this series yet.
I am not going to be the first person to tell you that if you win Game 5, fella, it doesn't mean you won the series. It's a best of 3.
How many times has Jason Tatum been down 3-2 and come back and win the series? I believe twice,
Actually,
right?
Actually, there are 2 occurrences that I can point to right now in this moment that are arguably 2 of the greatest comebacks in NBA history. They're down 3-2 against the defending champion Milwaukee Bucks in round 2 in Milwaukee, Game 6, and Jason Tatum goes for 46 points. Then they win Game 7 in Boston. The following year, down 3-2 after dropping Game 5 in a horrid fashion. I was at the game in Boston. You lose by about 25 to Joel Embiid and James Harden-led 76ers. It was embarrassing. Then you got to go to Philly, Game 6, and Jason Tatum had one of the most memorable fourth quarter performances, hit 4 threes in a row, and proved why Jason Tatum was the greatest basketball player of this generation. And I'm here to tell you right now, Nathan,
That was the most Jason Tatum performance of all time.
Yes, it was. He had 2 points at halftime, and he finished with 29. Point is, you're down 3-2. Let's talk about this as a Clippers fan. Y'all are cooked, but is there a world where Kawhi comes back? I don't really know. You seem to be very confident in the team you had without Kawhi Leonard. I'm curious as to why you felt so confident, because they are clearly not the same team.
Because we had a certain flow, but it's like when we play with no heart, when we play with no pace and intensity, and we let the Mavericks find their groove, it's just gonna happen. Like that's what's gonna happen. They ended up like heating up, and they just went on a run, and we could not stop them. Kyrie Irving only scored 14 points. He had the most impactful 14 points I've ever seen in my history of life. Like, he was just cooking us. Like, they just proceed to find the open man. Like, because at the end of the day, when Luka drives in, he attracts 2 to 3 defenders with him, and then he just kicks it out at the last moment, finds an open man for 3, and then boom. I mean,
Are you explaining me to the game? Are you explaining to me what the game of basketball is?
I'm just explaining to you how we just can't.
Were you fascinated with the fact that Luka Doncic took the ball and he dribbled it up the court as fast as he could last night, got into the lane, and then kicked it out and made a play that I don't think we've ever seen Luka Doncic make, which is this idea that he sped up himself. He played with a different style. He was locked in last night. It was like, I feel like ever since Luka got to the league, he's really tried to overemphasize the slow pace. Or maybe it's this idea that nobody else does that slow pace vibe. And so it's so evident and obvious when Luka plays with the style that he does, being so slow. So now that we see a new Luka in game 5, he's running around like a crazy athletic freak. Like, I understand he's got a banged up knee, but Luka Doncic proved something to me last night. He's a legend in life. What are you trying to show me, bro? A bracket that's bricked?
Clippers 4, Mavs 3. The bracket is still alive, if you ask me. All right, fella.
And go to the other side.
Thunder, Pelicans, Wolves. I have Suns over
Wolves. So the bracket is not alive.
No.
Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? You're showing me a bracket in the literally the matchup below is absolutely cooked already.
No. Look at this.
Still alive?
Focus on what is right here. This is the spotlight of attention.
Yeah, what is the Wolves in the second round and you not marking it as the second round?
Okay, what is that the Thunder and the Clippers are going to be facing off in the next round. All right? So look. Kawhi Leonard, he's not going to be back, but we're not going to need him. We're just going to need Paul George to do what he did in game 4 again. And honestly, that's not too much to ask. I don't think it's too much to ask. He just has to get his looks, and we just have to play as one. I don't think we played as one
all series. I have been cooking with you all series. Do you not realize? No, bro. Do you not realize what I've been yapping about? What have I been yapping about? I've been saying that this idea that James Harden and Paul George going for 30 ain't sustainable for this Clippers team. You need Kawhi Leonard. Without him, you can get lucky. You can have your future Hall of Famers go for 35 points in abrupt, and Paul George hit one of the greatest shots from the corner that I've ever seen. It's not sustainable. When you don't have it, you don't have it. When James Harden starts the game last night, 1 for 7, y'all are cooked. You're done. You have no other options. Paul George is not at a point in his career where you can give him the ball and he can just take over a game. That's not who he is anymore. James Harden, you see it.
He literally just did that.
No, Paul George in game 4 was fantastic in the first half.
All I'm going to say is,
he hit that one shot.
I guarantee you, Jack, if this entire series, like the Clippers squad played with the heart that Russell Westbrook had, it would be a sweep. Clippers would sweep. But it's just, you can tell that there's no heart on this team. Like,
you've been preaching to me the opposite all series about how the motive for this Clippers team is they cannot lose. And now there's no heart. I'm playing checkers. I mean, you're playing checkers. I'm playing chess.
No, I'm talking about heart. Like, that's literally what it is. And some things that Ty Lue does, like, still confuses me. Like, why is Russell Westbrook a spot-up shooter in the corner? When has Russell Westbrook ever been a corner specialist? Take him out of the corner, bro. And Mason Plumlee, like, go get a Chuck E. Cheese application, bro. You're a bum.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it for the Clippers. They're cooked. Their season is over. And
Clippers in 7. Look, I said the script. If they lose in 6 games, the morning jackpot will would be a cooked show as far as me as a guest. I mean, I don't know. I'll just pull up here in a clown costume or something. But man, what do you think about what you think about Pacers Bucks?
I mean, me personally, I could care less about this Pacers Bucks game. I'm ready for this series to be over. I'm tired of this idea that Dame and Giannis are not playing. It's made the series horrible and not watchable. But at the same time, we're looking at to see who advances, and I think Game 6. Milwaukee finds a way to stay alive in Game 5. They force the Game 6, but Indiana comes home to a home crowd. They come home. It's a motivated crowd. They do not want this to go to 7. They know they're the better team. They play better at home. I think Indiana wins. But we're going to give our predictions on Bucks versus Pacers a little bit later in the show, as well as Knicks versus Sixers. But actually, let's not waste any more time. Knicks versus Sixers is the topic of the day, and that's the game of the day. We got Game 6, and more importantly, we got RB joining us. Arguably, in my opinion, I don't think this is an argument, but some Philly fans would say so. I don't know if they like you, they hate you over there, but in my opinion, you're my favorite Philadelphia 76ers fan. You've made me not truly despise this team. So, RB, welcome to the Morning Jackpot. Hope you're feeling well, and how you doing, brother?
What's happening?
Well, Jack, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. And fellas, hope you're feeling well because I'm feeling good. It is, not even 10 in the morning and the adrenaline is pumping. Like I'm ready for tip off right now. And the fact that this game is on at 9 p.m. because Bucks Pacers is egregious. It's crazy, man. I'm ready to play right now. I could run through a brick wall, man.
Mm-hmm. So I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I think as the Celtics guy that I am, each game it just feels like the in between days are so hard. They're time off, and it's good time off. But as a fan, you're just like itching for the next one, and just to what you can do. I feel like as a Sixers fan, you have known throughout this whole series you're the better team. You got the better players, and yet the dots were just not connecting. You're down 3-1 a couple of days ago. It's obviously 3-2 now, but when you're down 3-1, and we'll get to the Tyrese Maxey shot, but even before that, let's just say when you're down 6 late in that fourth quarter, down 3-1, what's going on in your head? Like, are you thinking the very worst, like we're on to the next season, Joel Embiid is no longer going to be a Sixer and everything is basically going to shit? Or did you stay locked in confidence the whole time?
No, I was live during the game and I was also tweeting out simultaneously. And I said it was over. I was like, that'll do it. We're done. Back to the same old, same old. We're going back into darkness. We switch our coach. We get new players, and we're a first round exit this time instead of a second round exit. And I'm like, man, it's all coming down. It's crashing. And it was frustrating, like you said, because I do believe the Sixers are the better team. But man, Tyrese Maxey saving the day, somehow pulling us out of that hole. The Sixers don't win those type of games. They never win those games. And the fact that they won one now, in my opinion, flips a lot of the pressure back to New York. And if the Sixers win tonight, let me tell you something. Palms are going to get sweaty in New York, man, because they're all talk. And you probably know this firsthand. I mean, they're burning jerseys. They're out there screaming after game 1. We want Boston. We want Boston. Guys, we got a series, man. I think this is closer than people think. And so help me if the Sixers can find a way to just toughen one out tonight, man. It gets very, very interesting.
I think the idea that anything can happen is up for play here. And before Game 5, Nathan and I were talking about the idea that Philly just has to win this game. They literally just had Game 5 is Game 7 for them, and it's stupid to say you're down 3-1. Of course you have to win the game, but you just had to win, and it gave you this perfect situation. All the moment, like you could not have asked for a better finish to that Game 5 if you're Philadelphia. You hit a logo 3 and literally sucked the living life out of New York. You sucked the living life out of them. And now you're sitting here, you're down 3-2. You get to go back to your home crowd. You know you're the better team. Embiid, has he played all that great? I feel like Embiid is kind of in Game 6 for a historic. I know he's played well in moments here, but He's been banged up. He hasn't been his normal self. Do you think Embiid game 6 is the game? Or is this another Tyrese Maxey, game winner? Tyrese Maxey takeover. I'm hearing a lot of Tyrese Maxey is the 1A and Embiid is the 1B right now. So I threw a lot at you there, but there's a lot going on. So hit me back.
I think it has to be the game. There are no excuses for Joel Embiid, and I am the biggest Joel Embiid guy, but the way that he was turning the ball over last game, the sloppiness, the body language, that cannot happen. It is now or never. My mindset on it is if you're out there, if you're playing, you got to give it your all. And I'm not saying he's not, right? He's dealing with 3 different injuries and ailments. Like, we can get into the whole Embiid conversation. I think it's ridiculous that people are even putting blame on this guy when he's out there on one limb trying to do everything that he can. Yep. And then on top of that, you have the media trying to stir up, oh, is it Maxey's team? Is it Embiid's team? Who cares? Let's win the damn series. You know what I mean? Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey, in my opinion, are maybe the best 2 players in the series. And that's no disrespect to Brunson. He's out there flopping like a fish and, getting every one of his 40 points, and the refs are rewarding him. Tyrese Maxey's been nothing short of stellar. Joel Embiid has to have that game. If he has that game tonight in front of the fans, and it's not going to be a Knicks takeover again because, the Sixers woke up after last time. That was embarrassing. I've never heard Joel Embiid talk as confident as he did as well. He said, we're winning this series. And look, man, it's now or never. Like, how many times are you going to be put in this situation and not deliver? It has to be now. If you get that game out of Joel, and keep in mind, he had a triple-double last game. So as bad as he played, Joel's bad game is a triple-double. Joel gives us something more. Tyrese continues his hot stretch. There's no reason the Sixers are not going back to MSG on Saturday night.
Does Jalen Brunson scare you?
Does he scare me? No. Is he a really good player? Yes. But I think the important thing is that nobody else on the Knicks scares me. I'm not worried about Josh Hart coming in here and dropping 8 threes. I'm not worried about Dante DiVincenzo. He's had a bad series. I'm not worried about Isaiah Hartenstein, Mitchell Robinson. None of those guys scare me. So even if Brunson gets his 35-40, this is still an easy winnable game. You just can't let the Knicks beat you with all the little things. That's their identity. They want to toughen you up. They want to be scrappy. They want to get under your skin. You don't let that happen. The Sixers are the better team. They should win this game.
Yeah, this is like the most non-3-1 series of all time, in my opinion. Like it was 3-1 at one point, but every single game's like down to the final wire, down to the last couple possessions. And to me, yeah, I think Game 6 is the most important game. And I mean, it's all about, can you capitalize at home? And don't let the Knicks role players, be scrappy. Because if it gets scrappy, it's most likely going in the Knicks' favor.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think when it comes down to the 76ers, again, like, you got to protect home court. You got to play your own game. Like, what I saw from Joel Embiid last game was he was, again, playing too, I'm not going to say scared, but just he was letting the Knicks dictate the tempo of the game. Like, he was catching the ball high every possession. He wasn't getting into his spots. He was letting them toughen him up, and he wasn't in the right mindset because of it. And then he started to turn the ball over. If Joel establishes his low post presence, I'm sorry, Isaiah Hartenstein and Mitchell Robinson are baby food at that point. Like, there is no chance of them stopping him, and that creates looks for other people as well, like the Kelly Oubre's. If Tobias Harris can have a game like he did the other night, I mean, the Sixers are in good position to win this series. And I think ultimately what it comes down to is, again, who's going to make that final stretch? Like, if Tyrese Maxey had 17 points, I believe, in the fourth quarter,
yeah,
he was absolutely incredible. And if Embiid is not on, it is on Embiid to defer and say, Tyrese, go take us home, man. And I think he showed that he can.
Well, it reminds me a little bit of what they got going on in Denver right now, is this idea of Jokic is the guy. But there's games and there's moments where Jokic is like, Murray, you're the guy. You're the man here that's going to take this shot. I don't need to see Joel Embiid take a contested 3-point jumper, with your season on the line. I want to see Tyrese Maxey pull up from 30, because I know you practice that. Every single shot you take in practice is probably from 30 feet, because I know mine is. I'm shooting that shot, right? They run that shit every single day. What has this series in specific told you about not only currently for Tyrese Maxey and how you feel about him, but just the future of Tyrese Maxey. Because I heard somebody say something. I want to say it was the woman on ESPN who's been covering Caitlin Clark to the max and has done a phenomenal job during the women's college basketball season covering them on the panel. But she said, I think the craziest thing ever, which is that Tyrese Maxey could be, we're talking about all these different guys being the next face of the league, Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum, Victor Wembanyama. She thought Tyrese Maxey deserves to be in the conversation of next face of the NBA among these young guys. What are your thoughts on that statement?
I think one day it could actually happen. I don't think it's too crazy to think about given where Maxey is at. I know Sixer fans, obviously have seen this all year from Maxey. They saw the incremental jumps each year of his career, but he's only 23 years old. He's already an all-star. It's not crazy to think that 4 or 5 years down the line, Maxey could be in conversations for one of the best players in the NBA because he has the skill set, he has the desire. And as you can see right now, the biggest question coming into this playoffs was, can Maxey be that guy next to Embiid? Can he be the Robin or even the Batman at times that Joel has always needed but never had? And he's living right up to the equation, man, because Tyrese Maxey is such a skilled basketball player. And I think people forget by age 23, he has dealt with everything. He has been through the ringer, man. He went through the Simmons stuff. He went through the Harden stuff. He's never had a defined, you are the guy of this team, go out and win us games type of role. And all those experiences has helped this guy learn. And I feel like a lot of guys don't even touch those type of situations maybe ever or until they're 25, 26. So I think Maxey has been in the mindset now of, I'm the guy, I can be a winner, and I can go lead this team to wins. And I think this series right here is a testament to who he is.
Yeah.
So down the line, I don't think that's so crazy to say.
So this is a betting show. So if you could give us kind of from the game tonight, it doesn't have to be a line, but maybe a player that I know you're not going to say Tobias Harris, but that's what I want you to say. Is there a guy that's kind of under the radar, not a Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, Jalen Brunson, that you believe is going to have a big game that could be I know exactly who you're going to say now that I'm setting this question up. You're going to say Kelly Oubre. But is there a guy who you think is going to be an X factor to add to the dynamic duo of Maxey and Embiid tonight to help y'all win game 6? Because I know home court advantage, that's when the role players come. That's when you get Kelly Oubre and Nicholas Batum to give you 4 threes each.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. I don't want to pick Tobias. I hope that he has similar success that he did last game. I mean, the Sixers absolutely need it. You saw what the supporting cast can do and can help this team with when Joel's not playing well. If you want a sneaky pick, go Cameron Payne. I mean, this guy's been an electric bucket. He comes in every game and he puts his head down. He wants to win. He comes in, he knocks down 2 threes immediately and just gets the energy going in the crowd. And I think the home crowd feeds off that. And I think especially with a late tip, couple buckets like that, especially if the Sixers are not, shooting effectively in the first half, give Cam Payne a couple of those minutes and let him work, man. So I'll go Cam Payne on the over.
There's been the question here in the past couple of weeks. I want to say I heard it somewhere. This idea that throughout the whole process, there's been so many ins and outs. There's been so many different guys that have been plugged in and thrown away. The Simmons of the world, the James Harden, right? So many experiments. The one constant has been Joel Embiid. Do you think is that kind of a telltale that Embiid might be the problem and it's never going to be Embiid in Philadelphia and you got to get rid of him? And if they lose this game tonight, or if they lose game 7, or if they had lost game 5, it's the end for Embiid. Do you worry about that world? Because listen, Jason Tatum is about to win his first championship and he hasn't even signed that Supermax. And even myself on April Fools am worrying about this idea that if we don't win it, Tatum's a Laker. So these thoughts come in my head, especially when you come on a show like this. I'm going to ask you the question. So Joel Embiid, what's his future in Philadelphia looking like?
I think Joel will be in Philadelphia. I don't honestly think there's a question about that unless it got to the point where Philly wants to move on from him because they think there's so much damage and what is the point of continually running it back? I think Embiid wants to be in Philly. I think he wants to win here given everything he's gone through. But you never know, right? I mean, Damian Lillard, that whole thing, right? We never thought he'd end up in Milwaukee of all places. So I think it's always, an uncertain type of thing, especially when you fail in the playoffs. And I'm not acknowledging that we haven't failed. I'm not acknowledging that Embiid doesn't deserve some blame for sure. But what I will say is that when all these people direct the blame at Joel Embiid, I think it's unwarranted.
Yep.
Because again, what has Joel Embiid done? He's gotten better every year. And is the injury thing a concern? Absolutely. And that has to be talked about. Maybe going forward, this offense is Maxey centric. Maybe Joel slides into a number 2 role at times to prevent him, from burning out too early in a season. There's things like that that can be talked about. But we saw what this team looked like for 2 months without Joel Embiid. It was some of the worst basketball that I've ever seen. Matter of fact, this series alone, you know what the Sixers are without Embiid on the floor? I think it's about 15, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. They're a minus 45 without Joel. They literally can't play without him. And he comes off for 4 minutes. And that's why he's trying to play the entire second half because his impact on both sides of the ball is just too monumental. And I just think that if anybody, it's the Sixers failing Joel Embiid, not giving him the right supporting pieces. So when I look at a future, I look at Maxey and Embiid. I think that's a dynamic duo, but you have to find a way to keep Joel healthy. And I personally don't want to see him leave Philadelphia. But again, I'm not excusing him for coming out in big time moments and playing sloppy. Like you have to step up to the occasion and get it done. So that's where I'm at with Joe. And tonight, I guess you could say, is almost a legacy game in a way.
Very big game for Joel Embiid. Very big game for the 76ers tonight. I want to wrap our segment up here with RB with a little game. So, Nathan, you're in on this. RB, you're also in on this. We're going to go a little rapid fire since we do have an audience. We can't take too many pauses to think about our answers here. But we're all three of us with the players that are currently in the playoffs right now. So you can't pick a guy like Steph Curry, LeBron James. They're out. KD, he's gone. So anyone still in the playoffs right now, build your perfect blacktop trio. Build your perfect blacktop 3-on-3. We're all getting a 3-on-3 team, and we're going to go down the line. As a matter of fact, I'm going to kick this one off the right way. With the first overall pick in the 3-on-3 draft, give me Jason Tatum. Nathan, you can get the next pick, buddy.
So this is any team that's still in the playoffs.
Any team still in the playoffs, current players building your trio.
All right, give me Paul George.
Oh, interesting.
What?
And this is for guys that are not injured as well, right? Or what about injuries?
Yeah, let's just call it as like a current, like right now in this moment. I don't think Giannis would be a great pick because he's, not healthy. And Embiid, is he healthy? I think so. To a certain degree, he can play. So,
okay, gotcha.
Take it all into account. You can make up your own rules for this. We kind of do this on the fly here.
Yeah, I'm going with Joel then.
Joel.
Yep.
I'm a nice person. I'm gonna give you another pick. We'll do a little snake draft.
Next guy I'm going with is SGA.
Nathan, your second pick, please be better than Paul George.
My second pick, Paul George is going to lock up Jason Tatum. I'll tell you that much. And with my second pick, I'm going to go with the best center in basketball. That's Nikola Jokic.
Give me Luka Doncic. So I got Luka, Jason Tatum. Let's see who else. See, y'all got some bigs. Y'all got Embiid. Y'all got Jokic. But me personally, I'm more about team chemistry. So who did I pick? Luka, Jason Tatum, and Derek White.
Come on, man. Come on. Oh, yeah.
Well, we know who lost this draft. With my last
so serious. When I say this, bro, the Derek White, Jalen Brunson swap take of mine. I get more confident about it by the day. You throw Derek White on New York right now. You give us Jalen Brunson. The Celtics are about the same team, if not a little worse. The Knicks are better.
The
Hey,
Knicks.
I'm not going to argue with that right now because the Knicks are pissing me off, man.
I could say anything, and you'd be like, "Yep, that's good with me."
Exactly.
Nathan, you get your final pick.
Before I say my final pick, I'll just go ahead and say if Derek White was to be on the New York Knicks, I think Rob would be in celebration right now because the 76ers would already be in the second round. I'm just telling you that right now. But anyways, with my third and final pick, I'll go ahead and take Anthony Edwards.
My last pick, I was going to actually go with Anthony Edwards. Let's see who else we got. So I got SGA, Joel Embiid. I do agree on the point about team chemistry, though. I think that's important.
Very important.
I'm gonna go with Kyrie Irving. Kyrie, SGA, Joel Embiid.
Wow. All right. Well, let us know who y'all thought won that draft. I think me personally, if you got a guy that's bald, that solves a lot of problems for yourself. Derek White, he is. I don't know if y'all watched Game 5 last night, Celtics Heat, but Derek White, another 30-point game. Just routine at this point. Every time I get in the gym, I feel like Derek White. It feels like I'm witnessing the birth of Stephen Curry again, the rise of obsession for Stephen Curry again. When you watch this kid play, you're just like, I can do that too, but he makes it look so easy and so beautiful and so unique in his own way. I love Derek White.
I want to have like a Derek White would you rather right now because this is starting to concern me a little bit. This is like
how many players would
Yeah. So like, would you rather have Derek White or Tyrese Maxey?
It's no brainer. Tyrese Maxey.
Didn't think you were gonna go there.
It's a no brainer.
Why are you even thinking about it, Jack? It is a no brainer, bro.
No, I think age is definitely just a number in life, but like in situations like this, I'm gonna go Derek White. Team chemistry. That's. I know it's a would you rather, but that's just team chemistry for me. That's just trusting your guys more than the other guys. Like I get it, Maxey's cold blooded. I'm not gonna argue against Maxey. I'm just telling you right now, what Derek White is doing is underrated as heck. Nobody's talking about it. He's on the best team in basketball, which is why nobody's talking about it. He's surrounded by Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, which is why nobody's talking about it. Okay, he might be the trio. It might not be Chris. It might be Drew. It's not Drew Holiday. It's not Kristaps.
Someone said just now, Derek White is a superstar trapped in the shape of a role player. Regardless,
no, I think it's the other. I think he's a superstar in Michael Jordan's body.
Jack, you've had some outlandish takes about Derek White. For the time I've known you, I remember the whole All-Star plead. That was crazy. So I'm going to top you with one. And honestly, I don't think this is a crazy take. You may think it is.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it.
Yeah.
Tyrese Maxey is the second best player in these Eastern Conference playoffs. I think it's Joel Embiid and then Tyrese Maxey. Maxey's averaging 32 a game. He is an absolute star, and he has emerged. And I'm putting him over anybody on Boston. I'm putting him over anybody on Milwaukee right now. And I'm putting him over anybody on any other team. I think Joel and Tyrese have been the two best players in these Eastern Conference playoffs.
I like that take. But it all depends on if you guys win the series or not. Because if it goes
yeah, if you lose Game 6 tonight, that's a tough one. That's definitely a tough one. But Game 6, it's up for grabs.
We will see you in the conference finals, man. Yeah. We've suffered long enough.
Listen, there's a reason why I asked you a lot of questions today. I didn't ask you too many questions about Boston. As a matter of fact, I only brought up Boston. I didn't want you to be put in a position to fast forward yourself about the Boston Celtics. When we get there, we get there. And I will be very excited to embrace that moment with you. And I will be very excited to take the brooms out. and sweep you. But RB, you got any other hot takes before we let you go here?
No, I think that my hot take is the Sixers win tonight. And, I'll be hitting you up personally, Jack, to get the vibe, the check on the New York fan base. And I know they're going to be nervous, man. They're not taking over the Wells Fargo again.
No.
Tonight is all about Philly. And it's time to, for once, correct history and make this right and get a big W. All right. This could be Tobias Harris's last game. And while Philly would probably light one up and celebrate to that, all right, he's going to have a big game tonight, man. He actually played really well the other night. It took until the last game as a Sixer, but Tobias Harris has emerged. Kelly Oubre, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, that's a better core than what the Knicks have. And, I've, as a Nova fan, I've come to hate Jalen Brunson in this series. I've come to hate Josh Hart and Dante DiVincenzo. The Sixers should be up 3-2 right now because Nick Nurse was in the face of the referee calling a timeout and they didn't give it to him.
Yep.
But you know what? No revisionist history. It's now or never. 48 minutes, you got to win a basketball game.
Listen, throughout that Miami Heat series last year, we go down 3-0, and I felt like we should have won all three of those games. Sometimes that's the nature of the NBA. Sometimes you feel like game 2, you should have won that one. They missed 3 calls in the span of 3 seconds. How dare the NBA? But guess what? That's the NBA, and now you're down 3-2, and you have something to prove. But it's all about storylines. And now Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey can not only prove that they're better than this New York Knicks 2 seed. I said it yesterday. Joel Embiid, if given the right situation, if healthy, if surrounded by the right players, is the best center in all of basketball over Nikola Jokic. I wholeheartedly believe that. It's not about start your franchise. It's not throw one of them on the Detroit Pistons. We get what Nikola Jokic presents as an MVP and his ability to pass the rock and make his players around him better. You talking about dominance and going to get 50 points? Oh, my goodness, I will take Joel Embiid. So I'm praying for that tonight. I'm praying for a Joel Embiid 50 ball, maybe Tyrese Maxey 12 threes. But we're keeping the vibes very high, very positive. New York does not win tonight. RB, it's been a pleasure to have you on the show. And everyone tune in to whatever RB got going on. Make sure we'll link your channels in the description there. And good luck.
The man's already at the stadium. He's already getting ready.
I'm ready.
Tip-offs in 12 hours. He's getting ready.
You got to go do some push-ups.
I'm ready to go, man. You remember I told Nurse, look, if you need an emergency 15th guy on the roster, put me in, coach. I'll take a charge. I'll get in DiVincenzo's face. Doesn't matter, man. I'll check him a little bit.
Great.
Trying to get a big-time W, man.
Big-time W in the making here. The Philadelphia 76ers get it done in Game 6. That is RB. Appreciate you for coming.
Thank you, guys.
Peace. Beautiful. You know, when we get the analysis of other fans and other fan bases, it puts a lot of things into perspective. It
and
made
what that team needs to do in order to accomplish what they need to accomplish.
RB just made Richie yesterday, the Knicks guy, look like a goddamn idiot the whole time. But I feel like RB, depending on what happens tonight, could also look like a complete idiot throughout the entire show. Like, we just really don't know based off of what happens in these games. I look like an idiot after Game 2 against the Miami Heat. But
Jack, I have a take to say.
Oh boy, here we go.
I believe Jalen Brunson is closer to Joel Embiid than Joel Embiid is closer to Nikola Jokic.
Okay, you're done. You're done. You're done.
Nikola Jokic is easily the best center in basketball. It's not even a debate. The team impact, the team goes as far as he goes, everything. But at the end of the day, to put Joel Embiid in the same conversation as Nikola Jokic is a laughable statement. It's laughable.
Totally. Well, speaking of those interesting takes, we got some great takes here on SoBet.io. We're going to check it out.
Oh, yeah, let's check it out.
We're going to check out.
I won yesterday.
Oh, look at that beautiful guy right there. Whoa!
Game 6 winners.
Look at all this. Check. 8. 8 units, bro. Bro, this dude is up 16 units right now, bro. Go sign up for SoBet to get this. Use code Jackpot.
Let me see what that dude has for tonight because I'm trying to go up again.
I don't know. Maybe he hasn't
Uh,
put in his picks, but let's see. 1 hour ago. Let's see. Let's stay hot. Show more. Hit that follow button. Small slate today. We'll have something later if I'm feeling it. All right. So turn the notification. What you can do though is like, if you want to hear this guy, you just follow him. You just click the follow button right there. Enable instant notifications. So anytime he posts on SoBet, you can get a notification. And then what are we doing here? Oh, a little email. I'm gonna get myself a nice mobile push notification too. Anytime Risky Chris bets, see, there we go. Now I'm following him. It's as simple as that. Let's see if we can check out some other plays here. And actually, you know what I did last night, bro? Is I launched a chat room. So they got this thing where you can launch a chat room, and I picked I did the Celtics Heat game, and what we did is we had people in the chat just giving out picks. So you have Luka 33.5. I'm on the Mavericks tonight. Like that's gold. That's all gold. But like more importantly, bro, when you look at greatness, let's just go to my profile. Let's see, profile. Yeah, this is greatness. You seeing this, Nathan? That's how you get it done. You seeing that?
Yeah, you went 3 for 3, didn't you?
You seeing that? That's great.
I went 1 for 1.
You went one for. Dude, Lloyd literally had a 4-0 sweep. How the fuck did you go 1-1?
Because I picked the Celtics to cover the spread, and I picked the Clippers money line.
Oh no, that's not a horrible night, honestly. Like you went 1-1, but I'm 2-0, and obviously I added the Luka over 33.5 to get myself to 3-0 on the night. It's a great night on SoBet for me, but
I gotta start listening to Lloyd a little more.
Yeah, you just have to place all of them. You can't just place one of them.
Right.
You gotta go all in. You gotta go, we also got VIP access here. So not only can you get like the main feed, but you can also subscribe to any of your favorite vetted handicappers here. And you can
You got the VIP, Mr. Jackpot, or no? Not yet.
I got no VIP. Why the hell would anyone sign up for my VIP, bro? You can just get my plays right here. Celtics money line.
Facts.
Jason Tatum over.
Just hop on the show. It's free picks if you just hop on the show. If you tune in,
bro, I'm trying to find Lloyd. Let's find Lloyd right now. Hold on. Right here. Bang.
Boom.
Look at this, Lloyd. So Lloyd obviously not on the show today. He's on his way to Vegas, if not already there. But the fella had himself a day. The fella had himself
a day.
Bro's 6-0 over the last 6. He's 7-3-1 on the week, up 4 units. Well, guess what, buddy? I was up 3 units last night. Phillies first 5. I mean, these are all just smacking, and they're not even the NBA, bro. So if you want to bet on anything other than the NBA, then make sure you go to SoBet.io. You use code Jackpot to sign up. And
the MLB is going all summer long. So
MLB is going all summer long, so you don't want to miss out on that. We got people in the chat. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you subscribe to the channels, wherever this is streaming, wherever you're watching this, and hit a like, notification, subscribe, comment, do the whole shebang. The Morning Jackpot. We're at minute 48 here, so we'll take y'all to the next 12 minutes here. We'll give you an hour show today and talk about what we got going on tonight. Obviously, we did a lot of Knicks Sixers, so we can talk about the other game going on.
Stop glazing Jason Tatum. That's what the chat's saying. I'm just fucking with you. Ain't nobody glazing Jason Tatum except you sometimes. Brother. Hey. On his head. Ain't that what they do? On his head.
And his name is the Green Mamba. That's the famous clip right there. Look at this, him just cooking the Sixers. As RB acting like if the Sixers get to the Eastern Conference Finals, they're going to have any chance against Jason Tatum. Do they realize that Jason Tatum turns into literally prime Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James in one when he plays against? Ah!
Sheesh.
Sorry.
I want to see some Jason Tatum defensive highlights. Oh, don't worry. I can pull that up for you, too.
No, we ain't pulling nothing up. Daniel coming in with was Daniel the one that said the same? Yeah, he said stop glazing. He said stop glazing Jason Tatum. Then he's saying that Jason Tatum better than Jimmy Butler, but I feel like he mixed up the greater than or less than sign. Like back in like second grade, bro, I would always not know which one was which. I could never figure out
It was easy because it's like the
greater
alligator
than
wants
or
to
less
eat.
than. Yeah, but the alligator crocodile shit never worked for me. I was always like, all right, what is? Oh, I know what you're saying. Like, what is eating what? So then the alligator would eat the greater than because the alligator's hungry for bigger and better and greater moments. So Jimmy Butler is eating the greater human being in Jason Tatum.
Oh, that's how you saw it.
No, but I think he the comment before he left was Jason, stop glazing Jason Tatum. So
well, Jimmy Butler's obviously better than Jason Tatum when it comes to playoff success because he's 2-1 against him in the playoffs. Is he not? Is he not?
They didn't show up this year, so.
Well, we'll see in the future because I have
Tatum
a very
was hurt last year.
feeling.
Tatum was hurt last year. Tatum was hurt last year.
He was.
All right.
Regardless, I still have a very strong feeling that we're going to be seeing them in the playoffs in future years to come. This is not going to be the last time the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics are going to face off against one another.
All right, Bucks versus Pacers. Let's talk about it. Let's see if we can get some.
Can he do it again? What are the main takeaways if you are the Milwaukee Bucks and you need to force a game 7 back at home? What do you need to do to win this game?
You just got to have a little heart, man. You got to have heart. You got to have a leadership group that comes in there and wants to win. If you don't have intentions of winning like the Miami Heat, then you're not going to win. So Milwaukee just has to come in there and they got vetted guys playing. It's not like they have a bunch of Walmart workers in there. Like they're still good. They still got Chris Middleton. Pat Beverly is putting on a show. He's the headliner. So it just sometimes playoff basketball, that's what it takes. It takes some hard nose. The Knicks have been doing this for the past 2 years. They found some playoff success. Bless you.
Thank you. Saying that Patrick Beverly is a headliner is a statement that I never thought I'd be hearing in my lifetime, but he is in fact the headliner, and he brought that energy. And when you lead with energy first, energy is very contagious, and that is how the Milwaukee Bucks were able to pull out Game 5. If they pull out Game 6, fellas, we got ourselves a series. It's win or go home Game 7. So bring that energy in to Indianapolis and just focus on clamping up Tyrese Halliburton. Don't let him have a game. But Bobby Portis, do your thing. Chris Middleton, do your thing. And I believe that we could see this game go to 7. If you ask me for my prediction, man, I'm going to stand tall. I'm going to say Bucks in 7. I'm going to stand tall.
I want to stand tall, but if I'm just strictly analyzing it based off of what's going to go on in Game 6 and not like sticking with my prediction of Bucks in 7, I just think the Pacers got it tonight. I don't see a world where Indiana drops both games. They drop back-to-back games against this Bucks team.
You don't think we're going to see a Doc Rivers masterclass?
No, because you can win one game with that Bucks team, like the Pat Beverly headlined Bucks team. You can win one game like that. You can't win back-to-back. If the Indiana Pacers are not good enough to make an adjustment in game 6 on your home floor against a Milwaukee Bucks team without Giannis and Dame, then they should not be in the playoffs.
See, what you just said is very factual, and it's making me second guess my pick. But at the end of the day, I gotta stand on my business. And
What's the Pacers line at? I
yeah,
gotta see,
that's a great
because
question.
that's an important thing. Odds. Let's see here.
Pacers.
I want to say it's at 4. Yeah, Indiana's minus 180. Milwaukee plus 150. The Pacers are 4-point favorites.
Oh.
If you are Tyrese Halliburton, you cannot play the way you did last game. You cannot allow this game to go to 7. You can't allow Milwaukee. Like, I could see Milwaukee like somehow winning this game and Giannis and Dame come back for game 7. It's just, for me, if Giannis and Dame were truly able to come back for like a game 7, then why can't they come back for game 6?
Tyrese Halliburton, this game is an early testament to what your career is going to be. You're only 24 years old, so you're still very young. But let's keep in mind here, you need to establish the narrative that you can win in the playoffs early in your career. You're going up against a banged up Milwaukee team that doesn't have their 2 top scorers. No team in NBA history, I believe it's been a fat minute at least, when a team has won without their 2 top scorers. And that happened for the first time in I don't know how long in game 5. Don't let it happen in game 6, especially at home, or else you're cooked in this series. All the pressure is on Tyrese Halliburton. Finish it and finish it here.
What happened to the Clippers in game 4 versus game 5? And can you try and relate it to game 5, game 6 of this Bucks versus Pacers series? Storylines.
We had a collapse game 5. And
you didn't have a collapse. You didn't have your best player. You didn't have Kawhi Leonard.
No, that's not why
the Dallas
we lost.
Mavericks knew exactly how to game plan for a Clipperless Kawhi Leonard.
That's not why we lost, though.
Kawhi-less Clippers, not Clipperless Kawhi. Wait.
Yeah, Kawhi-less. Yeah, no, we were unfortunately Kawhi-less, and
Were you Clipperless?
Did
I say Clipperless, bro?
Kawhi-less. Being Kawhi-less sucks. But I got the Clippers is 7. And I got, most likely, I got the Pacers in 6, but I'm going to stick with my prediction with Bucks in 7 just for the sake of my bracket, because I want I want a winning bracket. But yeah.
All right, find me one player prop. Find me one player prop right now.
One player prop coming up.
And I want everyone that's watching this to fade it.
Okay, bet.
That's a crazy statement. I'm telling you.
Chris Middleton over 25.5 points. Everybody fade it, watch it hit. And I'm so serious.
I feel like Halliburton's points is just, it's so teasing, bro. It's so gettable. You got a superstar. I mean, I don't know if he's a superstar. Depends what your definition of superstar is. You got a star. You got an all-star. He's a starting point guard for the Eastern Conference this year. And your point total is at 16.5, 18.5, whatever the hell it is. Tyrese Halliburton has to give you, I mean, he doesn't have to. He kills you with the assists. But I like Tyrese Halliburton to score 20 points tonight. I love it.
His over or under is 18.5.
18.5.
Uh-huh.
You want to cook up a jackpot? Like 4 to 5 plays?
All right, bet.
All right, so put that in there. Put that in there. Tyrese Halliburton over 18.5 points. Okay.
Let's see what else. What other player props we got?
Are you going with the Middleton over?
So Middleton points
I feel like that's a hammer sesh because Middleton like there's gonna be so many points in that game tonight.
Yeah.
So
It's like it's also like whenever like Middleton, whenever moments matter the most, like he shows up.
Totally. So take Chris Middleton, take Tyrese Halliburton. Okay, that's 2.
And I kind of like that.
I want to take a couple other things. We gotta make this a jackpot.
Okay, what's the money line?
For the Bucks, the Pacers win.
You got the Pacers winning.
Yeah, but I want to fill out like 1 or 2 more player props.
Or a spread.
Oh, Philly wins tonight. We have the Philly game to pick from.
Oh,
go to
Philly,
the player
okay.
props. Go to the player props from the Philly. Like this is gonna be a teasing game too.
Okay. So Philly money line, and then we got
what is Philly money line priced at, bro?
-154.
I'll take that. Sure. Okay.
So, and then let's take a look at some. Okay, Tyrese Maxey's points is at 26.5, which is juicy. Jalen
No.
Brunson is at 33.5.
Hell no.
Joel Embiid is at 30.5.
MB got to go for 30. MB got to go for 30. Book it.
Okay.
So Sixers money line, Embiid over 30.5. Tyrese Halliburton over 18.5.
I can't even see it. Yeah,
What
so
else?
Sixers money line, Joel Embiid over 30.5 points, Tyrese Halliburton over 18.5 points, and Chris Middleton over 26.5 points. What do we got here? We got $12 to win.
And then put Pacers money line. Put Pacers money line.
5 man.
Yeah, we good. I know exactly what's happening tonight.
Okay. And Pacers money line. So I'm gonna put.
We can split it 50-50. I'll Venmo you. You want to do a $10 bet?
Yeah, that was your $10.
I bet.
$10 to win 98.
I kind of want to make a 6-teamer now.
All right, I just shared the slip with you, but that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be a very interesting bet,
fellas. So that's the play of the day. That's the morning jackpot. So one more time for the people. We got Sixers ML. We got Pacers ML. We got Tyrese Halliburton over
18.5 points.
18.5 points. We got Joel Embiid over 30.5 points. We got what else? Chris Middleton over 25 or 26?
26.5.
We need a bit. That's the only one. That's the only one I'm kind of like, all right, Chris. And then is that it? Or we got one more?
Yeah. Sixers money line, Pacers money line, Joel Embiid over 30.5, Tyrese Halliburton over 18.5, Chris Middleton over 26.5. Let's ride.
What's the odds?
Plus 328. Wait, no. The whole parlay is plus 984. Sheesh.
You know,
let's do it.
If Gutsy was on here right now, he'd be like, how dare you place a parlay? Parlays are not good. That's why you get on SoBet and you just
tell. Bro, we need Gutsy on the show, bro.
He's coming. He's away right now. He'll get here. You know, his time is coming. His time is definitely coming.
That boy coming.
Gutsy, where you at, bro? Gutsy acting like he's trying to avoid this. Gutsy, come on, bro. We got a spot for you right in the middle here. Come talk your shit.
Why you ducking smoke, Gutsy?
Because he picked an NBA playoff bracket and the two NBA finals, the NBA finals matchup that he predicted. Both teams are out already. He picked Lakers versus Miami Heat. That was his NBA finals.
That's so.
I'm not trying to shit on no boys here. You know,
did he pick the Heat? Did he pick the Heat before Jimmy got hurt?
Nah, you know what? He probably picked the Heat before the play-in.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like if he picked the Heat after Jimmy was hurt, then someone call up Gutsy Picks Cash because we might have a problem.
Yeah.
But anyways, Nathan, sorry about your Clippers.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Game 7's tomorrow.
Game 6 is tomorrow, and that's when your season
Game
ends.
6 is tomorrow, and Game 7 is on Sunday. So be ready for Sunday. I'm locked in for Sunday.
Be ready for
Game
tomorrow.
6. Game 6. We're gonna take care of business exactly how we did on the road in Game 4. PG Masterclass incoming. So
Sure.
We'll get Kawhi back Game 7. So
all right, one final time we're gonna check out SoBet, see if there's any plays that we missed here from the people recently. Let's see if we got some NBA. We got some NBA on SoBet. Let's do it. Let's check this out. What do we got here? Oh, this is TP3 bets, so he knows what's up. He hit both of his last night, I want to say.
Ooh.
He's got Knicks 76ers under 200.5. Interesting. I like that play, but unders are tough to ride right now. But actually, no, they're not in the playoffs. Bucks plus 8.5. He goes, I think the Pacers suck, in my opinion. It's great analysis. It's exactly what I would say. Red Sox money line, Cubs money line. I like it. Any other plays here? I think Maxey. Jimmy and the team has been locked in today. We have almost main stage. Let's see what we got today from Jimmy.
Are the Texas Rangers good?
They won the World Series last year.
All right.
So, yeah. Oh, that hit. Fire, dude. Cincinnati Reds. Why would you ever take a Miami Heat player to hit more than 1.5 threes? I mean, that's probably a good bet, actually.
All these horses in my car. Got me going fast. I just want to do the dash. Put my pedal to the gas. Going so fast.
Okay.
Yo, that shit was tough. Hold on.
Hope I don't.
Bro, I'm trying to play that again. That shit got me fired up, bro.
Yeah,
hold on. Hold on, bro.
Run that back.
Get me this meme right now, bro.
All these horses in my car got me going fast. I just want to do the dash. Put my pedal to the gas. Going so fast, hope I don't crash. One fall smooth, that could be my last. All these horses in my car got me going fast. I just want to do the dash.
Hey, that was tough.
Bro, that shit was getting me right. Wow, what a great day. What a day.
How to get our Thursday morning started.
Yeah, especially since we just gave out a morning jackpot that is not going to be anywhere other than right here. You're going to get it here. You're going to get that 5-teamer right here. I ain't putting that nowhere other than right here. And
only live on the show, ladies and gentlemen. Only live on the show.
Exclusively on the SoBet YouTube channel. But anyways, to all the viewers that we have watching, please sign up for SoBet using code JACKPOT. Make sure you tune in every single weekday, Monday to Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Central time, and 6 a.m. Pacific time. If we got any West Coasters, we got some Warriors fans, Lakers fans tuning in. Maybe, I don't know. They're both their seasons are over. The Phoenix Suns are cooked too. But anyways, the morning jackpot brought to you by SoBet. My name's Jack. That's Nathan. Go Sixers. That's going to